Hello everybody, welcome back to the Hollow Hobbyist. I am your host Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about magnetizing. They talk about doing this a lot with models. They try to make them more than what you can do with them, but a lot of videos I've seen don't actually talk about how to do it. This is a model called Thanquil and Bone Ripper, and the model in front of you is actually Bone Ripper. Once he's finished, he'll have his head, or his other head, wherever that has gone. There it is. There's his other head. I can't really decide if I wanted to go steampunk or giant rat ogre thingy. I haven't decided, but I'm probably going to I'm going to magnetize them so I can switch out. But to do the magnet trick, takes a little bit of planning. For like this arm right here, you can see the magnet right there, and I put a magnet in his fist. So when they connect, it doesn't move around, it sticks in there. Now, the other part is this hand. Same thing. It attaches, and now it's a cannon. And I know the magnets look kind of ugly. You can kind of see it right there. That looks kind of ugly. But once everything gets primed and you paint it up, you won't even see the magnets. So the whole thing about doing the magnets is planning. Like with this one, when I put it together, there got glue, some super glue right here. And it made it where it was like sitting like this. And all I had to do was just get the glue off, and it flipped right back on there. See how that looks? A little cleanup afterwards, goes right on there. And the cool thing about magnetizing stuff is that this goes to a different model altogether. But I put two little magnets in it, and now I've given him an extra weapon. One that I can turn like this, like that. I can make him hold it like this. So I have a little different variants, and I can make them do different things. And like I said, you see it right there. You can see the magnet. It looks kind of ugly. But once it's primed, and you actually get all the paint and all the details on it, you won't see the magnet. So, really the first thing you need to do is make sure you have all the right tools. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different drill bits right here, all different sizes. I got some super glue, and this is the liquidy kind, not the gel. I find the liquid one to work a little bit better than the gel. That's why I'm using it, but either one's better you can use. When I used the gel on a different model, it caked up, and I didn't like how it looked. It took a lot of cleaning up afterwards. So the liquid one has been a lot better. Then of course, need a drill. Now, they do make hand drills like this, and these work really well as well. You can do the hand drill. It's a lot more controlled, a lot more easier to work with, but it takes a little bit more time. And when it comes to the hand drills, if you're going and you feel it kind of snag, you can stop and keep going. If you're doing it with the power drill, if it snags, it's going to probably spin the model a little bit, or it's going to hurt your hand. So you got to be careful with the power tool, like all power tools. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to do this one and this one. Now the first thing is I see this, which hands goes to it, and it's not that one. Where is it? Where is that one? Yes, that one. That one will attach like that. And then, is it this fist that goes to it? No. It's this fist that goes to it. And this fist will attach. So you can either have that one, or you can have that one. And the reason why we do the magnets is instead of having two different models with two different setups, you can have one model do the magnets. Magnets will help, and you can just switch out the parts so you have both your magnets, both your models. So kind of the first thing you want to do is figure out what drill or what magnet would work best on it. And I got a couple of magnets right here on the end of this. And I can see that it almost just fits in there. If I look, I see a little bit of a lip right there. So if I take that lip out, this will fit perfect in there. And the best way to do it, if you ever wonder what size you need for the drill bit, literally, you can put them just like that on the end of your drill bit. So this is a 3/16 drill bit, 3/16 magnets. They fit perfectly, same size, everything. This is just perfect. We'll just take the magnets off, put it in our drill. Make sure it's nice and tight. We're just going to put the drill into the hole. Get a nice good grip on the model. Cleaned it out a little bit, and then we're just going to test to see if the magnet fits in. So the magnet fits in there perfect. Just one magnet fits in there. That's all we're looking for, is one magnet to fit in there. You don't want it too deep, but you don't want it sticking out. So get the one magnet out. I can put it pretty much right in there like that. Sometimes they don't fit in there just snug like that. Sometimes they're a little bit more of a pain, but it is what it is. So, and when you do stuff like that, just as a heads up, any metal or any other magnet they can find, they will attach to. So if you're trying to make sure that the magnet doesn't go anywhere, what I like to do, just put it on the end of a drill bit. I'll put it down. Now it doesn't get away from me. So I'll get my super glue. Just put a little layer of super glue like that around the edges. So I got a little bit of a layer. Pull that magnet back off, put it in there. Make sure that's flat. Now, the thing I like to do, since there's these little holes right here, I'll go back over it with a little super glue. So now it has like a little layer to it. And then all you gotta do is let it dry. Now, after it dries, we'll come back and we'll figure out how to magnetize this one. Now, the quickest thing I can do right now is I can drill the hole that I need, which is the same drill bit. I can drill it about right there so I can get the magnet already ready to go. But we're not going to put the magnet in this until this dries, and I'll show you why. Okay. Like all magnets, make sure it fits right. Now you see that it's sticking out a little. I want to go a little bit further, but I got to be kind of careful about it because this isn't really super thick. But it only takes a little bit more, and once I get it, it'll fit a little bit better. But the reason why we're going to let that dry if the two magnets work, they'll attach. But if they're pointed the opposite direction, they'll actually repel each other. So, once this dries, you'll take one of the magnets, attach it to this, and see which way it points out. Now, I recommend either you have a bottle of paint or a Sharpie marker so you can mark the magnet. Now, I don't have one with me, but I've been doing these magnets all day, so I've kind of gotten the idea of how to do it if I don't have it. So, see how dry it is. It's not perfectly dry yet. It's still kind of sticking to my hand, but it's almost there. It's almost there. So, we're going to get the rest of this hole going. take our magnet. Oh yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Fits in there nice and kind of snug. It might stick out just a little bit, but if I go any further, I might go all the way through the plastic, and that's not going to be good. So that's not what we're aiming for. We're not aiming for full plastic destruction. I'm just going to go in here with the drill bit, kind of clean out that plastic, blow it out, touch this. Now it's dry. So this is dry. That's the side that the magnet wants to stick to. So once it's attached to this, this will sit just like that. Now I can see right there that that's gonna kind of stick out and not look right. And one of the things all I gotta do is I might just have to bend the plastic a little. So be very careful not to break it. So I kind of bent it out. There we go. So now it actually sits on there nicely. And you see, this magnet's kind of stuck in there already because the hole was just perfect, just snug. So one of the things we can do, instead of putting super glue in the back and all that, we can put a little bit of layer of super glue right on the top. Kind of put like a coat on it. Come back. Now, I recommend doing this with like gloves or something and not getting it on your hand because it will cause an irritant, but it's kind of what it is. So, let it dry. There we go. Once it's fully dry, now it works. And you can take it off. And now it's attached. We take our other guns. Wherever his other gun went. There it is. We have them attached. And now all I have to do is pretty much kind of the same thing with this hand. I'll just have to drill out the hole, create it, and be there. Now his hand that goes here, all I have to do is just drill out the hole, put the magnet, and it'll attach straight to it. As long as it doesn't get caught up in his hoses. It'll just attach right there, just like that. So, that's all you have to do for magnets. I hope this helped, and y'all have a great day.